Hello everybody, I'm Jonathan, VP of Design and co-founder of Gevme, and today I'm really excited to give you an update on the progress that has been made since we first launched the Virtual Event Builder a year ago. The Virtual Event Builder has without any doubt been one of our most used apps on the Gevme platform, and we would argue one of our key differentiators as a product. When we first set out to build the Virtual Event Builder, the problem that event professionals were facing became pretty obvious pretty quickly. And the problem was that most of the virtual event platforms out there look the same. So on a particular platform, you would effectively be stuck with one specific layout. Sure, you could customize some colors here and there, add your logo, add your content, but that would be about it. There's nothing much else that you would be able to change. So what's really happening on those platforms is that all your events essentially end up looking the same, whether it's a big conference and exhibition or a small webinar. What's worse is that your events even look the same as your competitors' events, and your brand is given second-class treatment. So that's really the first set of problems we wanted to solve. The other set of problems was about creativity and attendee experience. So on the other platforms, your level of creativity as an organizer or agency is pretty limited. As a result of that, there's a gap between what you advertise on your marketing website and the actual experience that your attendees go through. How many times have you signed up for a virtual beach party or big summer summit or end-of-year party with those very nicely designed and appealing banners, only to be greeted after that when you log in by a very simple background image of a beach on a Zoom-like kind of layout? Kind of an anticlimax, isn't it? So there's that gap between the expectation of the attendee and the actual experience that they go through. What if you could surprise and delight your audience with every event? What if you could pick and choose a virtual experience, just like what you usually do when you go through the process of selecting a physical venue for your in-person event? So it's out of all of this that what was driving us became pretty clear. If we could put a tool in the hands of event professionals that would empower them to build custom virtual experiences easily, that we thought would unlock so much creative potential in terms of virtual experiences for attendees, and it would also dramatically increase the potential of virtual events as a whole. So that's our goal with the Virtual Event Builder, and it's pretty simple: to empower you, event organizers, event managers, event marketers, as well as creatives, freelancers, and agencies to build custom virtual event experiences easily without the need of technical knowledge. And that makes us radically different from our competitors. So different in what way? Well, let's start by explaining what is the Virtual Event Builder. A good way to answer that question is by making an analogy with content management systems. So in the world of website building, there are CMSs for many types of websites. One of the most common ones being CMSs for blogs. So in such tools, you would have your pages made up of sections, which would contain content blocks like rich text, image galleries, hero banner, videos, etc. But there's also CMSs for e-commerce sites. And in such tools, you would have, again, your pages made up of sections, but this time containing blocks related to e-commerce. For example, you would have blocks that can display your products, other blocks to display customer reviews or best-selling products, and widgets to allow your visitors to add items to carts, check out, and make payment, etc. So in the same vein, the Gevme Virtual Event Builder is a CMS for virtual event experiences. So on our platform, you have live pages, which are comparable to web pages, but also fundamentally different, with sections, but this time containing blocks that allow you to build virtual event experiences. For example, these blocks could be about live streaming, meeting, displaying your agenda sessions, listing your speakers or exhibitors, or widgets that would allow your attendees to chat, post Q&A, reply polls, or receiving live notifications, etc., etc. So we provide you with all the building blocks that you need to build custom virtual event experiences. Now, being a CMS, this also means that as opposed to other platforms where the data is tightly coupled with and cannot be separated from the UI, on Gevme, these two fundamental parts are decoupled, which makes us a headless CMS where the front end is design agnostic. And that's really powerful because this allows us to have multiple types of attendee experiences on the front end. In other words, while on the other platforms you are stuck with essentially one template forever, on Gevme you have the total freedom in terms of the whole layout and look and feel of your virtual event. And yes, where you even have the possibility of having 3D experiences. In fact, as of today on Gevme, you have the possibility of choosing out of 32 templates, or what we call experiences on our platform, that you can use out of the box. And we are targeting to bump up that number to 100 experiences by the end of the year. All right, let's jump into some demos to show you what all this means, concretely speaking. So, we are here using our own Gevme Connect event as an example. And what you see here is the dashboard of the event. And what I want to show you is how things are set up, and more especially where some of the content is stored and managed. So I'm going to jump to the virtual app of the platform. This, by the way, is the app switcher, which allows you to switch to other apps. And I'm going to jump to virtual, then go to event content, agenda and speakers. And this is where all the agenda sessions and speakers are created and managed. So from here, you can then create new sessions, edit existing ones, and you can create speakers over here or edit existing ones. Now, what I want to show you is how the content appears on the front end from the attendee's perspective. So I'll go to the live pages module over here, which lists down all the live pages of the project. And I'll customize this live page here, which is a duplicate of the lobby live page. And this will load up the live page in the virtual experience editor, where you can see a live preview of the page on the right over here, meaning it's exactly what the attendees see, and where you can see all the blocks that make up the live page on the left over here. And clicking on a block allows you to access the settings of that block and to customize it. So each one of these here is a content block. So we have the live stream block through which your live stream will be shown, some featured content block which can link to other various content, a speakers block listing down the speakers that I just showed you earlier, and the agenda block which displays the sessions I showed you previously. So this is how the content shows up on the front end, even though in this case I'm showing it to you through the editor, but that's exactly what the attendee will be seeing. Now, this project is using a theme called Aurora, and the theme defines the look and feel and the style of the event. And as you can see, this one is more along the line of a clean, neat, and light theme. But in an alternative scenario, we could have had the same event look something like this. And as you can see here, the style is totally different. It's more along the darker look and feel, and the blocks have this subtle little parallax effect when they appear, but the content is the same. So we have the live stream block, which in this case opens up a dummy video in a window, some featured content blocks we are using as ad banners, the speakers block, which opens up the speakers in a window and the program which shows the sessions of the event. And and then all the rest of the content. So the same content, but in a different theme. Now, as a third example, this is the same event which we are showing you in a 3D theme, where you can then have this nice little intro animation, and where then you can rotate around to explore the 3D space. Now, 3D probably provides one of the biggest potential for virtual experiences. That's why, as part of our effort of developing our 3D themes, we are releasing a new version of the technology behind our 3D themes, which allows you to customize 3D experiences more easily. Let me show you around and show you how it works. So this event is using the Neopolis theme, and as you can see, our approach here was to set up the experience, in this case, by theming the different areas of the space differently. So here, this space is dedicated to the event. This area here is dedicated to a partner, and this area here to another partner. And note the possibility of playing videos right from the 3D itself over here. Now, what's important to understand and to note is that the concept of content block is exactly the same as in the 2D themes that I just showed you previously. So you have the speakers block here. So clicking it would list down the speakers. There is the agenda block over here, which opens up the agenda sessions. And this is the live stream block, which in this case opens up a dummy video in a window. And what's great is that I can actually resize the window, continue watching the video, and then keep exploring the 3D space. And here are the cool things about editing in our new upgraded 3D themes. So if you hover over a block on the left over here, it will actually highlight in the corresponding block in the 3D space. So you can know exactly which block you are referring to. Now it will highlight the block provided it's visible within the current view. But if, let's say, a block is not visible, like panel 5, if you click on it, it will open up the settings of that block and zoom to that particular block. Now, the other way around also works. So for example, if I hover over a block in the 3D space, then you will be able to see the details of the block in the bottom left-hand corner. And if you right-click on a block and click on Edit, the settings of that particular block would open straight away. So you can actually navigate the 3D and choose which blocks to edit right from the 3D itself. We think that this will really make it easier to customize and edit 3D experiences. Last but not least, we have got an exciting new offering as part of this release. So we are constantly striving to make it easier for event professionals to create great virtual experiences. And that's what we did a year ago when we launched our virtual event builder. It was a revolutionary way of building customized virtual experiences without any code. But we wanted to make that process even simpler, as simple as choosing a pre-built theme on WordPress or choosing a pre-designed template on Canva. And that's why we are introducing our new Experiences Marketplace. So on the Experiences Marketplace, you can choose from various 2D or 3D experiences for all sorts of events, conferences, webinars, career fairs, town halls, you name it, we've got it. So you can browse around, and once you've found the right one, you can preview and interact with the actual experience in your browser. So this is Neopolis here, which we just saw previously, and which is available on the marketplace right now. And if it's a fit, then you can sign up for a free account and start customizing the experience in the editor. So with the Virtual Event Builder 2.0 and the Experiences Marketplace, Our goal is to further democratize the ability for people to build custom virtual experiences for attendees to connect. So give it a try, and we can't wait to see what you'll build. Thank you.